Hey guys, how's it going? It's Ryan, and I'm coming back for my second video today. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about attachment. I think that this has been one of the biggest lessons that I've had to go through in my life recently, and I could really say that the last year in general summed up. I mean, that was my biggest lesson. My phone background was the Hanged Man tarot card for the whole year. I really felt that mastering non-attachment was very important to me. Um, and let me explain why. So, in this reality, when you become attached to something, it creates an energetic imbalance because you are reliant on said thing for some type of energy you need. So, for example, let's say in a loving relationship, I need or I'm attached to my girlfriend. And it's okay to love her and to want her and to enjoy the time together. But when I become attached, that means I need her for something. I'm dependent on her. And this creates the imbalance because that is, if she were to leave or we were to break up or something were to happen, that would make it so I can't be happy without her, or I'm missing a piece of my happiness or my loving energy. Like, I now need her to fulfill that completeness, that wholeness in myself, which will lead to, for instance, in this example, jealousy. Because when she doesn't fill my needs right how I need it, then all of a sudden I have this big hole in me and I start freaking out and I get jealous because I'm like, I need you here and I need you to do this. Um, and that could go for a lot of things. Like as a friend, it could be you need them as emotional support, and people can't always be around you. Like people live their own lives. So they're out doing their own thing. All of a sudden, you're pissed at this friend because you're attached to them. You need them in your life, and you start just getting mad at them or taking it out on them. Your shadow comes out. And this is just one of the problems that can arise from being attached. So that's on a relationship level. But now let's talk about a personal level. So if you are attached to this ego, for example, let's say that for just this topic, reincarnation is true. And you've lived many lives, which would be multiple egos or multiple masks that you wear, multiple lives, right? So, myself being Ryan, let's say hypothetically this is one of my many lives I've lived. If I attach to this life, it limits me to it because I now have put myself in a box. I am Ryan and I'm limited to everything that Ryan thinks he can do or has learned, etc. That gives me a very limited range of energy to work with. So if I were to say I'm not attached to Ryan, that would mean, okay, now the pathway is opened again. So let's say all my past lives open up. So if I'm not attached to this, that means I'm not attached to any of my lives, which gives me access to all of them. Or like, for example, saying I am nothing, that means I am everything because from a state of nothingness, that opens every single pathway. If I'm not limited to anything, which would make me nothing, then that means every single possibility, which is everything, is now open. If I say I am this, then that traps me in that lane. If I can tell myself that I'm nothing, that opens up every single lane all at once. So by staying in that state of non-attachment, it keeps all lanes open at once, whether that be in your relationship or your own personal identity. So if I'm not attached to my partner, that gives space. It gives room for the relationship to breathe, to grow. If you confine something, it's not going to be able to grow. And if it does, it's going to ooze out the sides. It's going to be messy. It's not going to go well. But if you give room to grow, then things will be a lot more interesting and dynamic. And you need that ability with, relationships. Or for yourself, it's like, how do I expect to access higher knowledge of my higher self or, abilities from past lives or, memories from them, anything. If I limit myself to I am Ryan, this is all that I am, this is my only life. All right, you can say that, but okay, that's what you're going to be. You don't have any possibilities. You've closed off every channel to yourself, and you're entitled to your own beliefs. But if you stick with just this one, then you are limiting yourself. So I think that was the main lesson that I wanted to get across is learn to be nothing. Learn to sit there and just to really accept that you are everything. You don't need to tie yourself down to this one reality, this one life. It's just one aspect of many. It's one piece of the puzzle that fits an entire picture. It's not that from when you're just this puzzle piece, it looks like you're only this piece and this is the whole picture. But then it's like if you zoom out, you realize, wow, I am an entire puzzle set that goes together. So you don't want to just limit yourself to that one thing. And that's the main lesson that I had to give for my video today, and I hope to see you guys on the next one.